Hey there, folks. Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age, on MysteriousJG. You can see Battle Princess Ash with her powerful sword and shield and her red-hot pants is facing off against a giant robot. Let's continue to watch. Davy and Goliath. Yeah, it is definitely immune from Dispel. That being the case, it is immune to slow. I don't think it's immune to drain, because otherwise the girls would not be alive quite as much as they are. Decoy... It appears to be immune to everything. Oh, it's going for a magic barrier. Is that why all this stuff is failing? Because Penelo is just like shooting at the damn thing, and now I'm noticing now she's not actually getting any health back from these drains. So I guess it had a magic barrier up, because it seemed to put it up immediately as soon as... Yeah, okay, maybe again, I'm asleep at the wheel here. I'm also having a paranoia attack about whether I'm recording, so hold on. That happens sometimes. I just get convinced I didn't hit record. I had a video earlier today that I recorded where I had like 8 minutes of me puttering around the apartment, doing things between videos, and then realized, oh, I didn't actually shut this one off when I was done recording. I just did my outro and then switched outputs on my TV and just kept it recording. So I'll have to remember that when I'm editing. So it's not immune to slow, it was just immune to magic. Well, duh. Damn, JG, you're stupid. Okay, well. And it doesn't seem to have Protect on anymore either. So yeah, I was getting immune because it had a magic paling up, which includes status magic and things like Dispel, apparently. Well... Okay, so we've got this one figured out. Let's try stealing from it. Okay, we stole from it now. Well, I finally put Protect back up. No, it didn't. Never mind. One of my people got Protect. So this is going a lot better than it was a minute ago because I realized why everything was going to shit. Ah, crap. Don't know if Asuna gets rid of Disable or not. Apparently it does. Alright, Goliath, you need to be destroyed for some reason. You seem to be hanging around in this place not hurting anyone except possibly Bakamis. But we're going to take you out anyway. Oh, Fusillade trap, damn it. That's what happens when you fight an enemy in a place with loads of traps. Somebody bring Fran back, or Ash back from the brink. At least Asuna seems to get rid of Disable. Now it's like so close to being defeated, it's just like the magic barrier went down, it wasn't even worth using magic against it. Because its magic barrier... Well, A, its magic barrier's back up now, but... Goliath vanquished. Alright. Let's get back to the things that allow you to walk over traps. Because that was becoming a problem. And just to be on the safe side, let's actually leave. And save. Instead of moving on to the next one. There may be points later where you have to fight all... Like, I think there might be a point later where there's multiple bosses and you gotta fight them in one visit. But there's no reward for doing that extra difficult challenge this time, so we might as well go out and save so that if the next and last of these, our current group of hunts, turns out to be harder than this one was, we won't find ourselves having to repeat that fight. Because I'm pretty sure there's no save crystals anywhere in this place. Yeah. So we're just gonna run back to the crystal. Getting stuck on some scenery while in frame skip mode, so we're basically just really lucky that we didn't get butchered. Yeah, this screen in particular is a pain in the butt to navigate in super speed mode. But we're good, and if we have a simple, easy fight against Death Gaze, then basically I'll be thinking, oh, well, we probably could have handled it. Sucker Midst Sorrow. It's not a bad name for a screen with a rejuvenating crystal in the middle of super scary, sad, tragic Deathland. But yeah, if we have a really easy fight against Death Gaze, then you know that I pussed out for no reason, and that, in fact, we could have just pressed on. But if we don't, then you'll know that it was a good idea to have come back here and made sure that we were ready to go. Okay, that was a wrong turn. Yeah, thanks for chasing his death horse. You're awesome. You're badass. Ah, fuck. Okay, I didn't miss. I thought we missed, like, horribly. We're okay. Scary evil Deathland. Fortunately, these assholes are back. They shouldn't be too bad to defeat now. A lot more powerful than I was the first time I came into this zone, when every group of these guys was a big issue to defeat. Oh, we even got a teleport stone. So this is the correct way to go. And I'm not in a huge rush to... What if we got our... We're really set. We have to get pretty badly hurt before we start healing with our current gambits. Alright. Alright. Yeah, it used to be a big deal that I had to dispel all their buffs, and particularly haste, or I was going to be in big trouble. I mean, but I actually grinded for levels in this area, which was kind of over our punching weight at the time. Over our punching weight? We were punching over our weight. That is the expression I'm trying to reference. Alright. Everybody's pretty much full health now. Not everybody hasted, though. So somewhere in this zone, I think the enemy is. And again, we want to take out all of the nearby dudes before we start worrying about fighting any boss. The Vakamis are interesting. They typically you attack one and a bunch of others appear, and when you read the description of them in the in-game lore text, yeah, it is supposed to represent the fact that they set ambushes. Well, here's or Oversoul, I guess, not Death Gaze. Is that what this thing is called? I don't know if this is just the regular thing that shows up periodically when you fight. Because there is an enemy that just kind of shows up as you fight around here. Well, let's fight it for a few seconds and see how... Yeah, it likes to drain all of your MPs. I don't like it very much. We've got a Soul of Tomasa. I don't think that was the hunt mission. I think that was... When you defeat a certain number of enemies, this enemy called Oversoul appears. Which is kind of... works as a reference back to Final Fantasy X-2, and that Oversoul monsters appear when you defeat a certain number of monsters. Got some Gil. Alright. Didn't mean to speed up at exactly that moment. Okay. Ash has got most of her MPs back, which is nice. Alright, let's double check where this enemy is supposed to be. Because there's only one left, and then we'll have probably a whole video's worth of talking to guys who sent us on these missions. Okay, so we're not there yet, but we're close. So slowly clearing this screen probably wasn't necessary, but I still, psychologically, I'm used to this place being really dangerous. It's still not like a safe stroll in the park, but I'm used to coming here when this place was way over what I was supposed to be dealing with. So the idea of running through here at frame skip speed is kind of like, nah. Doesn't feel right. Doesn't feel like I'm respecting the Necrohol of Nabudis. Zombie Warlock, good to see you. Okay, so I just got done saying it doesn't feel right to speed fight through. It doesn't feel right to be running away and speeding and gathering groups of enemies. Getting up to a group of enemies that is kind of a contained group of enemies and fighting them at speed, I'm okay with. You are going for Silence Guy. That is better than you casting the thing that takes away MPs. Although now somebody has to use an Echo Herb, which we do not have 99 of, but I think we'll still be okay. On Pinello. And then Pinello can use Vox on everybody. Alright. Yeah, and they're pretty nasty about the traps here if you're not using... Now, it's kind of on you if you come to a place like this and you're not using Libra, but I guess in the original game, depending on how you spent your license points and skill points, it wasn't like a thing that you are always necessarily going to have a whole bunch of characters with Libra. Ensanguined Shield. I feel like that's kind of a big deal item, but it has its own equip. Poison, sap, slow. Huh. Well, that's annoying. It's high end. It gives you the best evade of the game by far, but it gives you poison, sap, and slow. I don't know if I want to bother with that. I don't know if it works to have an item equipped that makes you immune to poison, and like it might override immunities too. Isn't this where this guy was supposed to be? I thought this was where it was supposed to be. Alright, let's find out what's special. I know there's no weather indoors, but still has to be raining. Only come culling if you're already at death's door. Ah, crap. Okay, here's what we will do. We will give, it's like a gift from God. This mission is like a gift from God. We will give her the Ensanguined Shield. Then we will shut down gambits on her allies temporarily, so they don't heal her. We'll turn off gambits on everybody, because she has to get nearly dead before we're going to encounter this enemy. Why is it sometimes going back up? She got slow poison sap, but occasionally her hit points are going back up. Well, her evade rate is super high. They're not going to be able to hit her. This is an interesting situation. So when she gets to... Does she have to actually die? I figure she just has to be at critical. I think that's it. I think it just showed up. So let's turn everybody's gambits back on. And let's get rid of the Ensanguined Shield, although, frankly, with that, that evade rate, it might have been worth it. So no traps up here, but we want to have something that reduces damage against dark. You do not already have that, so let's get you something, because it's going for Darkra, which makes sense considering what it is. I'm not finding anything that is half damage. Okay, it's better than nothing. You are using something that absorbs. Can you use the black hat? Or do I only have one? I've only got one. She could be doing bone mail. Bone mail is ready. I don't think that thing is going for any holy type of attacks. And until it pulls out some kind of use Hermes sandals until it pulls out something yeah, having going up against Death's Scythe and having black magic damage seems like it was a good idea. All right, so we got him to show up. While I was messing with equipment, I should have done what I always do and see. I don't have any holy elemental swords, which seems strange for somebody who's doing like the holy elemental class of whatever. Because I would think this thing is weak against holy. Ah, damn it, game. You know, I'm not even going to try to inflict bleed. It's just not going to work. I know it's not. Slow worked, though. Alright, everybody who has steel, steal. Okay, we stole from it. It's a bit of a gimmick to get it to show up, but now that it has, it's not doing anything all that special. Casting dark magic attacks that we have good resistance against. Oh, Death Gaze. You're far less annoying when we don't have... Oh, it's immune to physical damage now, is it? Okay, well. Is it just about to start talking about what a weak boss you are, and what do? You pull this off on me. Alright. Somebody do some non-elemental damage. I'm actually a little worried about what happens if, I don't know if it counts as undead or not. Yeah, I'm a little worried about whether it's immune to, So we're killing it very slowly until its physical immunity wears off, but I suppose I could try. I just need to keep an eye on whether this is whether this heals it or hurts it. It hurt it. Okay. Well, that makes this easy. Let's switch everybody's gambits over to doing something like a healing. I'm not going to try... not going to try going for, like, raise or anything like that. I feel like that doesn't work against bosses, even, like, undead bosses. I know it works in some other games. I don't think it was going to work in this one. But this will kill it pretty fast. Not as fast as it's killing Fran, but... Oh, Fran missed out on the experience points, but we got it. Well, cool. Let's switch our gambits back to things that will not be healing a bunch of Barcomies as we're trying to head out of here. And we'll start out of here. And the next video, probably be the last one of this recording session, will be us collecting various rewards. Because that is it. We got all the... Oh, and you know what? I also got to put back on... let's put the Maximilian back on you. The Max Muscle. And switch you over to shoes that will prevent you from setting off traps. Steel Polians. I am probably pronouncing that wrong. Ald, if you want to break it out phonetically in the comments, you can. I cannot promise that I will remember between reading it in the comments. I will read it in the comments. I just can't promise that I will remember between whenever I read the comment and whenever I get around to recording more of this game. So I'm going to do something I said I wasn't going to do, and that is... do the flea run routine. Ugh. This is one reason. A Pulsar Wave. I don't remember ever having seen that attack before. Oh, I definitely had done the fleeing thing in here, but it was while at a lower level and trying to escape. We will bring Fran back when we get into the next zone. Not that she's dead, but I figured she would die there the way things had been going. Alright. Still not done in this place, folks. We're going to have optional bosses to do. That's what that whole amulet quest is about. Eventually, with the aid of a FAQ, of course, I'm not pretending otherwise, I will go through and knock out that quest. But for now, we're at a place that I like to be before advancing the plot, which is having done all of the hunts that are available to you. Makes me feel nice and prepared. Nice and, oh, warm and, just warm and cozy and safe inside. And weird and creepy. So, get out of here. And once we get to a teleport zone, that'll be a thing. That's right, that is a... No, this was a false lead this time, damn it. I thought I'd figure this shit out, actually. I don't want to cut north here, I want to stick this way, yeah. And now, when we come to here, you know... It's so tempting to take Ash seriously as a kind of a strong female character, but they got her in the frickin' red hot pants. Anyway, nicely timed as far as the end of a video. When we come back, I probably should be calling it a session, but I still feel like playing the game. I don't know, I need to get a walk in before I'm trying to lose a little, well, whatever. get into a whole bunch of stuff from our non-LP life, but I think it would be reasonable to get in some... just probably a whole video's worth of going to different people and talking to them and figuring out what's going on, and then not figuring out what's going on, but like getting the rewards for this quest. And then by the time we then go to the clan hall and see if there's any other rewards there, if that doesn't fill up a whole video, we can just explore a little bit of the Tichta Uplands until a video has passed. So I am basically promising you guys the next video is probably not going to see main plot progression, but it will be a good cap on all of these mark missions we've been doing. As far as the one that was the most dangerous, well, that big scary bird that stole the Vieira's rucksack kind of actually killed Ash early, but we turned that one. The worm thing took the longest to take care of. None of them are all that terrible. I guess the worm forcing me to constantly switch accessories is probably the most annoying. And we got the ensanguined shield, which, I mean, actually, it's not a bad item for boss fights, because other than slow is annoying. Sap and poison, not that big of a deal, because you've already got curing gambits going. It's not that bad, considering that it gives you a fantastic evade rate. So, might be worth using, but I probably am going to stay away from it. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.